Aye, off to good starts. Oh. Bad contrast. High contrast. Windy, innit? Stay here. There we go. Shabba. Bad contrast again. Let me put you here. Damn it. Trouble when you make videos, guys. Everything's it's all about the lighting. It's all about the lighting, not about the content. Mamma mia. Come on. This way. That'll ding dang do. Looks like David's made a mistake. Or, yeah, I've made a mistake. The chat is tomorrow. It's not tonight. So, Crrow777, Sun&Moon, and I will be going live tomorrow. So that gives us a bit more time. My apologies for that. Man does a lot of things and a lot of numbers. I am inundated with the number 1s and 3s for what it's worth at the moment. I know the trust contains 3 main parties and 3 main posts, and the singularity, 1s and 3s. It used to be about the 1s and 2s, as you saw the other week with the Technics, with those fine devices there with the Star Wars paraphernalia. The 1s and 2s were my numbers, the 12 10s. It's all about the wheels of steel. We've gone up one to the 1s and 3s, and yeah, I thought that this day, the 2nd of July, was the chat day, but it'll be the 3rd of July, all right? So there's your advance notice. You've got more than 24 hours. Man makes mistakes. I saw Crow on Canyons. Hi to you, live trying again. Hello there. I tried to ring you there, live trying again, just earlier. Got a voicemail, but I didn't leave a message, and then I'd leave you a message on the group, so you can pick that up. Live trying again. Good to see you. Yeah, I'd like to catch up with you, see how you are. Chilster's dropped in number 2 there. Easy. Friends, family, sovereigns. What you saying? Have you liked the updates? Did you like the Santos video? Did you like my repetition of the episode 111, 3 1s again? I went across to look at Crrow777. What was that? 21. 2 and 1 is 3. Oh my days. Yeah. 111 episode of Crow. We'll just call him Crow. Crow's channel, and that was about am I in the wrong court or something, is it? Let me look on this one. I left a comment on there saying I'm going to chat to you. Man, I said Monday, so that was my mistake. But what was that video? I just flipped out at 2 in the morning. I was like, you having a giraffe with me? But it's no coincidence, any of this at all, and this is what's going to flip everyone's out. Number 111, you can see it's a bit blurred of that video. That's an advert. Let's get rid of that. We don't like them. Crows. Yeah, 111. And when I saw that, I just went, no way. 777, 111. What goes down is intelligent, articulate discussion. So I'm looking forward to that. I am going to have a check with Sun&Moon, actually. and say thank you to them and see what they're doing later. Me and Andy might go live, I'm not sure. Who else have we got in the house? My screen doesn't work 1 minute. Here we go. Gumshoe, how do? Here we go. How you doing, brother? What you saying? What do you know? Feedback from my latest videos would be nice. I'll check the comments out. I don't think there is many comments, so let me see my videos. It's important that you pick up the one about Architect's Design Decoded, The Matrix. I do see that that's had 345 views, so thank you for that. Dodgy Doctors, yes brother, how we doing? 360 views, and that's how old. Get the mics in good. Yeah, 360 views, and that is from the 26th of June, so well done, thank you for that. Comments 16, let me go through them. Anastasia Ferreira Harrington at Indi, check out Bro Sanchez and Santos Bonacci. You could learn a lot from them. Oh, wait till they catch up and actually see that I've had a chat with Santos then. Paul Price, is it in my imagination, or is it that there's no mortar between the wall and the bricks behind? So that's quite a prolific comment to put on a video that's Architect's Design Decoded, The Matrix Uncovered, and all man can say there is it that there's no mortar in the bricks behind, when there's the subject and the topic of the master trust, the CQV, certain things like that. 2 replies, here we go. Who's replied? Honda, same as dry stone walling all over the country. I noticed that the brickwork needs repointing. Stop the madness, Honda and Paul Price. Never mind the wall, what about the video? Yeah? Are you sure you don't mean oral? Not oral, aural. Oh, as this is referring to the ears. It makes sense when considering it's a hearing that you attend. Chrissy, a living soul. We like that. I'm going to love it. No, I mean auricular. It means auricular. Exactly. AU words. What's that word? Oh, oral. Yeah. But that way, no. Maybe in a different language or definition, dictionary. I will look at that though. I will look at auroral, because that's interesting. Oral. Jeez Louise. Angela, peace and love, just finished. Had to watch it in parts. Yes, I know that. We do that, all of us. Thank you, David, for all you do. Thank you, Anne-Marie, and all your family. Yes, she is a true queen. The set law. Very strong, loving lady. I'm very lucky, and so are you, to allow me to do this. John F. will like that. Trusts result in constructive trusts. He's put a link there. Thank you, brother. John Smith, Dave, can you show me the evidence that the money paid into the bank for international settlement then goes into the Vatican, like you say? Evidence, you say, first-hand knowledge. There will be some evidence somewhere, John, but I haven't got that now. We've only got what's in the public, what's come from fidelity.com, Steve McRae, Santos Bonacci, so we have to find out ourselves. You have to go on a certain amount of belief and intent, and when you've seen the information that we've uncovered and brought out and citated, then not a lot of it is left to the imagination, to be fair, John. So the bricky who built them wall needs shooting. Yeah, you see, that's a diversion tactic what you have there, guys. When you have an important chat thread video on the topic of Architect's Design, reference the Matrix being uncovered and decoded with regards to the canons, ecclesiastical, trusts and so forth, with regards to your rights as man, then you just ignore them comments, and I just thought I'd read them out because I found it quite funny. To say the least, and it's not a direct attack or insult, it's just what I see, and after I've seen quite a lot of it, it seems to, ring true. But we will see tomorrow. We'll have a chat then. There's a lot of good work gone off. There's a lot of successes. Who's dropped in here? Wow. Gumshoe, Steve, easy brother. Nice one. John, I cannot go to my hearing because I cannot hear myself legalese. Yes, John. Are you going to force me to to deal with this civil issue. It's a civil matter. Are you going to be forced to deal with it when you don't understand? Has the prosecutor brought his checkbook? Have the claims been validated, verified, charges, claims, complaint? Are we all sworn in, John? Are we all sworn in? Yes? We can carry on then, can't we? What do you mean you're not sworn in? What? Okay. What do you mean you haven't got your checkbook? What do you mean the charges and claims haven't been validated? What? I think I'm in the wrong court, John. I think we're in the wrong court. You know. Then you can start recorrecting the relationships after that. Flat out. Aye. Nice one. Yes, aye. Flat out. That's what he says as well, Crow. So, yes, that's good. My mistake. All sorted. Smithy will be back with me at some point. Don't you worry about that. Just going on to Sun&Moon. They do have some good videos on there. They are blessed for linking us up. That was some truly good information. Go to the video on Sun&Moon and on Indi channel video and go to 1 hour and 33 minutes in there, and Sister Karen tells Santos that I have some questions for him, and yeah, it was up to Karen when she let me in. I did say to her in a message 10 minutes before, I'd like to ask Santos some questions. I don't want to be rude and interrupt. Can you let him know? I want to ask some questions and give him some feedback. And yeah, we let him speak for an hour and then I messaged Karen an hour and 20 in, an hour and 25 in, and an hour and 33 in. Karen goes, here, Dave wants to ask you some questions, blah, blah, blah. He knew who I was. We already said hello prior to the hangout when we was linked up in the private. But, yeah, my first public chat with him, Karen decided to let me in at 1 hour 33. Ones and threes again. Go and have a check. Very, very strange. So we're on the right track. We have got confirmation. The numbers speak to me. I haven't got anything for John Smith to tell you for proof of that. You just got to go with it. You all have your own method to the madness, don't you? You are listening and absorbing. Yes, Steve, I bet you are. Good man. That's what it's about. Listen, absorb. Go to the other channels. Check everybody out. I'll be back with Andy soon. There is a lot going off on the website. New videos added, new files, new documents. We are purging 103. There it is again, 103. Yeah, this morning. It's insane. I couldn't make it up. I had a look at the website and I went into the membership part and I went the Sovereign Soul part that was not formally called membership, aka membership, Sovereign Souls, and I went, how many active Sovereign Souls do we have? And it said 167. I went, min. I went, how many inactive, pending Sovereign Soul ID, accounts do we have? And it said you have 103. And I was like, So I got all the 103 emails, and I had a word with a tech guy, and we've sent out a blanket email to those guys just to say we're deleting the accounts in 3 days. And I was like, what? It's just the way it goes, guys. But get ready for tomorrow. Please check up those videos. Check out my videos. And if you haven't seen the Santos one, get ready. It's just a pure privilege and honour to have chatted to that guy, and I hope I get to do it again. I've created a forum on the .com that's called Sovereign SPL's annual conference and Sovfest, and I want you guys to, if you're on the .com, to go on there and to put your recommendations, requirements, ideas. I've put in there a link of Thomas's brother, who's called Breeze, who's Prince, the artist formerly known as Symbol, tribute act. So that's there. You search Breeze on Tube and you'll find him. He's booked and confirmed. I'll put down what the conference will have and what will be there. Tomorrow I shall bring and get the liability insurance sorted, and we'll be back tomorrow, if not before. So any comments, any feedbacks? Tommy Rogers, hey up, my friends across the pond, how are we doing? Yes, Tommy, rock on, as I said on Sun&Moon. Yes, I. Peace and love to you, brother. Genuine good guy. Does anybody want to ever hang out with us? Email us, you know, the usual email, ukfreedomprojects@gmail.com. I'm thinking about making colloidal silver water next, the colloidal copper water after the success of the silver water. Look at that, you can't even see it. Go and look at the psoriasis videos that I've suffered with for the last 25 years. And medical science has not got rid of it, and I've tried about 8 times and I've lived with it, picked it and watched it bleed. That I haven't gone blue. I've taken a bit of a suntan while the sun's been out. Mini gun, you see that mini gun? Yeah, I'm quite, you know, that's what colour I was, that's what colour I am. I've caught the sun and I haven't gone blue. Yes! You know how bad this has been, testing out this silver, relying on YouTube videos and Bob Beck's videos from God knows how long. Man's, oh wow. And I was like, listen, Anne-Marie, I'm very sorry. If I turn blue, you still will love me. This is in the name of science and nature, and if this shit kills 650 known pathogens known to man, then for that reason, I'm in, blue or no blue. But spraying it on there, and then some mornings, you know, when I got up, going outside and walking around the garden, and I was like, oh, I didn't cover it, running back in the house. And Marie's like, Dave, what are you doing? I'm like, my elbow. Exposed it to the sun. But thank you, yeah, for all of that in interaction and help and advice and guidance and comments, and another little bit of disgusting history for us, isn't it, to learn that there's a substance out there that you can make for, we'll say a total amount of, you could make gallons of it for £30 total outlay. You could make gallons of it, and yeah, it's a bit sickening that, to do with the medicine, but there you go. Crrow's channel is quite an eclectic channel, I'm happy to see. He likes to talk about a lot of subjects, so we're going to stick to law tomorrow. If I sidetrack or digress, rein me back in. Get in the chat room and make sure you're a presence and say, oi, Lado's, you know, drifted. It's strictly law, strictly common law versus, you know, maritime admiralty. They attack you, they go at you with the law of the sea, and they go against the man on the land as the law of the sea. And how does the law of the sea get its grips into the man of the land? Well, that is because we claim the name and play the game, but we do that unknowingly without full disclosure, and surnames and dates of births and stuff like that. Or the officers might say, road traffic officer example might say, excuse me, can you tell me what you did wrong there? No, I haven't done anything wrong. It's up to you to prove that I've done something wrong. So let's hear your claim, and I'll tell you whether or not, you know, I'm going to require proof for that claim. So off you go. Nice try, Sonny, but that's a leading question. Can I tell you what I did wrong? I did nothing wrong. My driving is perfect. If you assume that I'm a driver, you're in trouble, because I am, in fact, under the right to travel. You could even claim granddad rights. So you're assuming that I'm a driver. You've used your blue lights and your blues and twos, as we call it over here. Well, I did when I was a nipper, and there was Mark 5. No, there weren't. There was, I can't even tell you, Novas, Mark 1 Novas, and Cosworth Sierras flying around in the early 90s. Yeah. Traffic officers, the tricks, you know, you've used your blues and twos, so you've got first-hand knowledge of an emergency to put them lights on and them sirens. So now you've used that emergency function. What's the emergency, please? Oh, there isn't one. It's an infraction on a Road Traffic Management Act, which is a civil issue, which is no victim. It's by consent. You assumed I'm a driver when I'm not. There's a lot of trouble coming here, you know what I mean? So immediately before can you tell me what you've done wrong? Well, I beg to differ, but can you tell me, goddamn, what you've just done wrong first? Let's play a game. Here's a joke for you that I saw on the Book of Faces. Traffic officer stops traveller. Traffic officer stops traveller and says to the traveller, papers, and the traveller unwinds his window and says, scissors, winds his window back up and travels off, and officer gives chase, and it says on the picture that he must fucker must want another round. It's just stuff like that, you see, the assumptions, presumptions, and the and the way that it is, and the leading questions. And if we're going to stand there and answer to the question, can you tell me what you've done wrong, when there's been a series of fatal errors in the procedural process of the apprehend, stop, identify and lay claim and charge, if there is any, you know. So fantastic to get angles on different bits that we'll repeat out, that are quite easy to for you to remember and to put in your iron horse for when you are travelling. And should that incident and series of events happen, you can refer to that. We will get some cards printed off, and I will go through my videos and take some catchments or my memory notes and scribble, and take some quotes and stuff of what we've said, and I will make a little booklet for the front of the porchway for the dwelling and so forth, inhabitants, private residents, etc., public and private. It can be the same, and yeah, we'll put that stuff up in packs for you, PDF. So there is an amazing amount going off. Thank you to everybody that may have bought tickets for SOV annual conference and the SOV Fest. Yes, we're looking forward to it. We're very excited. We've got a lot to celebrate. The .com, the trust, the technology, Richard Ansar, what actually we're doing in the process with the realms in itself, the connections, the family, meeting Santos and having a chat, forging a network and a relationship there. This what's happening with Crow, and then we're having a chat in August, the 4th, and I've confirmed, and Smithy has as well, to come to or go to York. And that's a new Chartist movement meeting where we're going to explore the possibility of, well, we're just going to do an hour and a bit speech, or an hour's speech, and just do what we do best. But that video entitled Architects Design Matrix Discovered, Decoded, is what I'll be talking about, and how I will be referencing everything historically, articulately and concisely, in a controlled, structured, mannered, referenced way. And then we'll take questions after that. I'll mention what happened at Alderhay, and wow, yeah, when I said that to Santos, that was quite explosive, really. I got upset at that bit because we failed for some reason or another. We can't work that out, but the intent was there, the knowledge was there, everything was there, and for that reason, the fact that we failed is unbelievable. There was a plain, you know, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm not going to give it time. It's just is just a pain in the heart for that, really, and confusement all over. And we need to make sure that others get this knowledge, so if it happens, and when it happens, should I say, they are well defended and armed against it, aren't they? It's not so much of a one-sided battle in a high court where you're defending wrongly, futilely, and you know, fueling the fire. Yes, Tommy, Chillstar, Chris. Know anything on monatomic gold, pal? Yes, the Indians, King Tut, Ramesses, and so forth, used to give it the ancient, not ancient, the valued visitors, and as a mark of respect and as a gift from the Pharaoh king, he would give them white powder. So search all of that. It codons the brain. It unlocks the codons in the brain. The DNA double helix is when our DNA gets repaired, it uses a system called RDA, Romeo Delta Alpha. When this system is attacked by genetically modified substances, organic compound we put in our body, such as seedless products and Monsanto products, we eat that food, that gets dissolved in us, and it messes up the DNA in our body because it's foreign to our, what do you call it now? You call it something like a microbiotic, yeah, your microbiotics, and it messes your RDA up in your DNA. Your DNA in a human has got the end cap missing, so that's why we die. If it had that bottom cap on, it would be a different story again. And they got some DNA in a test, and it's on YouTube, and they left it in a vacuum. They left it in a space, and then they removed the air, and no, they left it in a vacuum. What they did, they put some DNA in a vacuum, and then they took away the DNA out of the vacuum, and the particles of photons and electrons that was present formed a structure of DNA when the DNA wasn't there in the vacuum. Yeah, I know quite a lot about epigenetics as well, but monatomic gold is where we started, and we'll circle back to. That would add possibly the missing link to your DNA spiral, double helix, connects in, unlocks your codons, pineal gland. Wow, yeah, there's loads to be said. It's all through history. It's said that the outer explorers may have come for gold and gold properties for more than one reason. It's got medicinal. Monatomic means mon, one, and one atom, gold. So one atom gold. The ancient not Malayans, Incas, Aztecs, such things, jungle, Amazonian, used to get the gold and put it in fires, kilns, and bake it and bake it and bake it and bake it. Not melt it, but they'd bake it until it was that alchemic, it's alchemy, and they used to change the structure of the gold by heating it over and over and over again, pure gold, and then it'd turn into a powder. Eventually it'd be malleable, it'd turn, its properties would change over prolonged exposure to heat, and they used to use that and put that into their dietary intake as well. Many cultures. So who asked that question? Who was that? Wow, that was a random one, wasn't it? See? Wow, I've lost all the comments. Yo, everyone, Tommy. Chris, yeah, so what do you know about monatomic gold and why are you after it? Silver, copper, in your blood, Chris, you have things like mineral, copper, magnesium. They just kept the other metals that we need away from us because I ain't supposed to know. Michael, easy bro. Steve, not as far, it was dry. And that's true, monatomic. Monoatomic. Yeah, I always get mixed up with that word, it doesn't hear him. Dead sea salt and lye. Dead sea salt's now Fukushima. We should always, whenever you mention the sea, should reference Fukushima. The world seems to have forgotten that the sea is poison. They're all going on holiday and they're about to go swimming and get infected, I dare say. Dimensions. Right, so that's your update. Sorry about that. Man's very busy. Too much going off. See you tomorrow at 9 p.m. If not, maybe a bit later for a random chat. I'll see what Smith is saying. Steve-O, everybody else, family, peace, love and light. Let's do it. Ciao bello.